Disability pride to me is an act of resistance. To me, it is about loving myself no matter what, and it's taken me a really long time to get here. I have gone through various things in my life and struggles, and I'm now at a place at 35 where I can say I'm proud of myself no matter what society says.
And it's something to celebrate. It's not something to see as something as other, because we are the other. You know, we all experience disability, but lucky to live long enough. And it's embracing that, and you know, it's your brothers and your sisters, your daughters and your sons, your uncles and your aunts, mom and dad. That's what disability is.
So pride to me it's about resilience. It's about surviving another year. It's about the progress we make. And most importantly, it's about showing future generations that we are proud of who we are and we can get through the hard stuff and we can build new stuff that's even better.
So it says, State of Minnesota Proclamation. Whereas Disability Pride Month is celebrated in July to acknowledge that the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990 was signed into law on July 26, 1990, and
whereas nearly 1 in 4 people have a disability, and people with disabilities make tremendous contributions to Minnesota's art, culture, economy, and communities, and
whereas people with disabilities are valued and vibrant members of Minnesota's communities, and
whereas people with disabilities are diverse and have intersectional identities, as well as sharing a community and culture that is built around their lived experiences, and
whereas Minnesota acknowledges the long history of isolation and discrimination against Minnesotans with disabilities and recognizes the decades of activism and advocacy by the disability community, and
whereas Minnesota acknowledges that celebrating culture, community, and the ADA is only a starting point, and there remains significant room for progress towards full and equitable access and inclusion for all Minnesotans with disabilities.
Now, therefore, I, Tim Walz, Governor of Minnesota, do hereby proclaim July 2020 as
Disability Pride Month.